question number 8 we have. Read the question once again. Question says aeroplane. Again we have an aeroplane. So aeroplane at an altitude of 900 meters. Find the two ships are sailing towards it in the same direction. So let us plot the question. Right, here is a aeroplane. We'll name it as A, and ships. So this is the water. Two ships are sailing towards it. Ship number 1, ship number 2. This is also going in this direction. This is also going in this direction. An aeroplane might be going here or might be going here. We don't have direction about the aeroplane. Let us see if the direction is given. An aeroplane at an altitude of 900 meters. So this height is given 900 meters. 900 meters. Find two ships are sailing towards it in the same direction. The angle of depression of the ship are observed from the planes are 60 degree and 30 degree respectively. Find the distance between the ship. Angle of depression of the ship observed from the plane are 60 and 30 degree. Find the distance between the ship. Right. So this distance we are asked to calculate. S1, S2. This distance x is to be calculated. Right. Angle of depression are given. So let us draw the depression angles. So this is this angle and another angle will be this. Right. Obviously this angle is smaller, so it will be 30 degree. And this angle will be 60 degree. Right. Again, can you see the triangle or are you blind? Yes. If you can see the triangle, then it is good. So here we have two triangles, right? Two triangles we have, naming AB. Since this is 60 degree, this will be also 60 degree and this will be 30 degree. Right, as I have explained here. Depression and elevation. Let us start again. Simple question here we have. So first triangle S1AB. Again tan 60 will do all the work. Tan 60 perpendicular upon base. So the value of S1B will be 900 and value of tan 60 is root 3. The value of root 3 is 1.73. So this division we need to do. Let us do the division. So 173 upon 900. 2 za, 3 za, 4 za, 5 za, 6 za, 5 za. Let me see. I think it will go 5 za, 865. Right. So 5, 3. 35.0. So it will go 2 times 346. Yes, so 5.2 I get 5.2, right? And the 100 will be multiplied. Okay, I should go further. 346 4. I can take a decimal point here, 0 0. So this will again go 2 times, right? 346 or 3 times it is possible. No, 3 times it is not possible. So again 2 times it will go. So I'll take 5.202 and 100 if it goes more, so 520.2. So 520.2 meters. This is the distance S1B. Since this is in meter, this distance will also be in meters. Next triangle. Triangle S2AB. Again tan 30. Tan 30 perpendicular is 900 and the base is S2B. So now again the value of S2B will be 900 upon root tan 30. Tan 30 is 1 by root 3. So this will be 900 into 1.73. If I multiply, so 1557. 157 meters. It will come 1557 meters, right? So as I see, distance x will be equal to S2b minus S1b, correct? So S2b is 1557 minus S1b is 520, right? So 520.2. So it will be 8. So answer should be 1036.8 meters. 1036.8 meter. It is a perfect answer, or it may be close somewhere. It is considered correct. Then the next question, number 9. Question number 9. A man in a boat rowing away from a lighthouse 150 meter high. So we'll draw a lighthouse. So let us say this is a lighthouse, right? It is in the ocean. Lighthouse. Let us read the question again. Question number 9. Right, what does it say? A man in a boat. A man in a boat rowing away from a lighthouse 150 meter high. So lighthouse is 150 meters. Takes 1.5 minutes to change the angle of elevation of the top of the light from 60 to 45 degrees. Right, so let us say at some point the angle of elevation is 60 degree. To change angle of elevation to 60 to 45 degree, he takes some 1.5 minutes. 1.5 minutes. Yes, he takes 1.5 minutes. Then what we have to find? Find the speed of the boat. Speed we have to calculate. In nothing is specified, right? So we'll find it out in meters per second. So speed we have to calculate. Again, O1, O2, right? This is A and B, correct? So again, if we start with our triangles, so triangle O1, triangle O1AB, right? 1045, as I said, 10 will do most of the work. Perpendicular upon base. So O1B 1045 is 1. So O1B is 50 meters. Now another triangle O2AB 1060. Perpendicular upon base O2B. So O2B will be 150 upon 1060. 1060 is root 3. So that is 150 by 1.732. So let us do this division. 173 divided by 15000. So 4 173 5 6 7 1211. Let us try with 8. 1384. Let us try with 9. Okay, it will go 8 times. 1384, right? Hundred and 16 0. So 173 6 1038 1 decimal point 0. So 6 7 it will go 71211. Okay, it is enough. So 86 point. So this division is giving me 86.7 meters, right? So let me find out the distance. I have to calculate speed. So here distance has to be found out. So distance will be O1B minus O2B. O1B is 150 minus 86.7, right? 150 minus 86.7, 63.3 meters. Right, now find out the speed, distance, time is in minutes, so convert it into seconds. 60, right? So if we simplify, it will come. So divide by 9. 7.3, right, and degree to 0.73 meters per second should be the answer. Yes, 0.73 meters per second. Next we have question number 10. Read out the question. Question says that in the adjoining figure, so figure is already given to us, but let us not see the figure, try to draw it without looking at the figure. A man stands on the ground at a point A, which is on the same horizontal plane as B. So here AB is used, we'll have to refer the diagram, we cannot draw it for this. The foot of the vertical pole BC, okay, B is the foot of the pole BC. So here we have a pole, right, BC, and a person is standing on the same level. That point they have given as A. The foot of the vertical pole BC, the height of the pole is 10 meters, the man's eye is 2 meters above the ground. So this height of the pole is 10 meters. And height of the man, now see here they have clearly stated you have to consider the man. So height of the man, so eyes of the man, these are the eyes of the man, they are 2 meters above the ground. Right, eyes of a man are 2 meters above the ground. He observes the angle of elevation of C, the top of the pole, as x degree. So angle of elevation, this one, elevation will be this, right, and it is given as x degree. The angle of elevation is x degree. Tan x is 2 by 5. So tan x is given as 2 by 5. Calculate distance AB in meters. The angle of elevation of the pole when the man is 15 meters away from the pole. So this distance is also given as 15 meters, and we have to calculate x. So x we have to calculate, right? X we have to calculate, and distance AB in meters. Sorry, we have to calculate distance AB. We have to calculate distance AB. The man's eye is 2 meters above the ground. He observes the angle of elevation of the C, the top of the pole, as x degree when x is. Calculate the distance AB in meter. That is the first thing, and second thing, the angle of elevation of the top of the pole when the man is 15 meters. Okay. Then this is the first case, and second case they say, if AB is equals to 15, what will be the x again? So this is second time we have to calculate the x. That is what the question is. So again, can you see here two triangles? No, only one triangle, but question is quite complicated one. Let us try. Right, this height is given as 2 meters, so this will be also 2 meters. This will be 8 meters. We'll find out this distance. X, first case we have to find out x. Let us name them B, C, A. I'll name it as O, and this one I'll name it as D, A, B, C, D. So triangle OCD, tan x will be equal to perpendicular 8, and base is OD. Right? I don't know OD. I do not know the base OD. right? But tan x is given to me 2 by 5. If tan x is given to me 2 by 5, I can calculate x easily, right? So let me do that. No need to use the triangle. No, distance AB, this is wrong. I have written wrong question here. The first part which they say to calculate is distance AB in meters. So AB I have to calculate in meters using this data. And then in second part I have to calculate x if AB is given as 15 meters. That is what the two parts of a question is, right? So let us start. So if I use tan x, triangle OCD, tan x will be perpendicular upon base OD, right? OD is nothing but AB. Tan x is given as 2 by 5. So 2 by 5 is 8 upon OD. This will give me OD, or which is nothing but AB. OD will be 8 into 5 by 2. So AB will be 20 meters. So as per the first case, AB will be 20 meters. Yes, that is the correct answer. And the next part they have said this, what will be the x? So what will be the x if AB is 15? So let us start. Again we'll use x for the triangle OCD. Perpendicular is 8 and base is 15. So divide and find out the value of tan x. Tan x will be equal to 0.533. X will be 28.07 degrees. That is what the answer is, right? Or if you can find it out in minutes if you use tables. I used calculator for the shortcut, but if you refer to the tables you will get 28 degrees and some minutes. So that is what the question is. Next we have question number 11. Question number 11. A vertical pole and a vertical tower on the same level ground. From top of the pole, the angle of elevation of the tower is 60 degree. Let us draw. So we have a pole and we have a tower. Obviously tower will be longer than the pole. Pole refers to the pole of light pole. Right, so this is a pole, we'll take it as O1, and this is a tower, so we'll take it as T1. So pole and the tower are on the same level ground. From the top of the pole, the angle of elevation of the top of the tower is 60 degrees. So this angle is 60 degree. This angle is given as 60 degree. The angle of depression of the foot of the tower is 30 degree. From here, the foot of the tower, this is the foot of the tower, and the angle of depression, so this angle is 30 degree. Find the height of the tower if the height of the pole is 20 meters. If this height is given as 20, what will be this height? Again, if you are not blind, you can see the triangles, right? If I complete, this becomes a complete two triangles. Right, 90 degree, 90 degree. If I name them A, B, C, right? So I have to find out the height of the tower. Let me use the two triangles. First I will use this triangle O1, A, T1. In this triangle, if I use this height is 20 meters, so this height will also be 20 meters, right? So if I use tan 60 perpendicular, that will be 81. For this triangle, perpendicular is 81 perpendicular, and the base is O1A, or you can write CB. So tan 60, value of the tan 60 is root 3, that is 81 upon CB. Let it be as it is. Now take another triangle, O1AB. O1AB, in this triangle, if you use tan 30, this is the perpendicular, right? So tan 30, opposite angle of the 30 degrees perpendicular. So this is perpendicular and base will be CB. Tan 30 value is 1 by root 3, 20 upon CB, right? So from the equation 1 and equation 2, if we compare the CB from 1, what will be the value of CB? 81 upon root 3. And from 2, what will be the value of CB? CB will be 20 root 3. So let us compare. 81 upon root 3 is equals to 20 root 3. So value of 81 I got 20 into root 3. Root 3 into root 3 is 3. So that is 60 meters. Since AB I know, now we got the answer. Height of tower will be 81 plus AB. 81 I got as 60 meters, then the AB I got as 20 meters. So 80 meters is the height of the tower, and yes, that is the perfect answer. Next I have question number 12, second last for today. 12 number question. It says the angle of elevation of top of a tower from a 2 points on the ground at a distance a meters, right? So I'll draw a tower and 2 points on the ground. So I will take point P1 here and point P2 here. Angle of elevation, right? So this distance they have given as a meter. So a meter. The angle of elevation of top of the tower from the 2 points on the ground at a distance a meters and b meters from the base of the tower. So one point is a meter and other point is b meters from the tower. So let us say this is a meters and this is b meters from the towers, base of the tower, right? And in the same straight line, obviously they are in the same straight line, with it are complementary. So both these angles, the angle of elevations of the top of the tower, angles are complementary. Complementary means if this is the theta, this will be 90 minus theta. You can take any. If you take this theta, this will be 90 minus theta. Read out the question once again to understand the diagram. The angle of elevation of top of a tower, right, from the 2 points on the ground. So here the English use this quite, they have made one long sentence instead of making small 2 sentences. See how they have increased the complexity. Till now question was some part. Now this is one full sentence and we have to identify the data. So angle of elevation of the top of the tower from the 2 points on the ground, and these 2 points are a meters and b meters from the base of the tower, and in the same straight line the angles are complementary. Prove that height of the tower is root AB. So this height h will be equal to root AB. This is prove that type of the sum. Let us start. So AB, point P1, P2. Again we have a 2 triangles, so we can start with triangle P2AB. Again tan theta perpendicular and base. So tan 90 minus theta will be perpendicular is AB, right? So I will take it as h. I have to prove that h is root AB. So perpendicular and base will be A, correct? Now if I take another triangle, that is P1AB, tan theta will be perpendicular upon base is D, right? So if I find out tan 90 minus theta, what it will be? Tan 90 minus theta is cot theta, h upon A, right? So that implies tan theta will be equal to A upon h, correct? Both these tan theta must be same. So A by h, you can write down here that comparing tan theta, we have got tan theta from this also and tan theta from here also. Obviously both this tan theta must be same. So comparing tan theta, h upon b is equals to A upon h. H square is equals to AB h is equals to square root of AB. Simple. But here the question was quite twisted and the long sentence. Last one, 13th question. The question says tower subtends an angle alpha at a point on the same level as a foot of the tower. So there is a tower, right? Tower and it subtends an angle alpha. Read the question. Tower subtends an angle alpha at a point on the same level as a foot of the tower and at a second point h meters above the first. Okay, so this is the tower and at a distance a meters, angle alpha at a point on the same level. So this tower subtends angle alpha at some point at the same level. I'll name this point as P1. Tower subtends an angle alpha at a point on the same level as foot of the tower. So this is foot of the tower. So at that same level, second point h meter above the first. So second point will be, this is the point P2 and this is h meters above the first point. The depression of the foot of the tower is beta. So from here the depression foot of the tower. So this is the depression angle for the foot of the tower, right? And this angle they have given as beta. Show that height of the tower is h tan alpha cot beta. So this height AB must be this. Again prove that type of the sum. But it's very simple because we can see two triangles easily. Once we see two triangles easily, the question becomes easy. So naming it is done, right? So let us again start, right? So first triangle P1AB, correct? P1AB, if I take tan alpha will be equal to perpendicular upon base. And similarly, if I take the another triangle, this P2, P1, triangle P2, P1B, this is also a 90-degree triangle, right? This angle is 90 degree. So this angle is beta, so this angle must also be beta. So tan beta will be perpendicular. Tan beta perpendicular is H and base is P1B, right? So how will we find out the AB? Height of the tower, is it given? Height of the tower and nothing, all the given data we have plotted. Okay, so let us use our brain and simplify, right? This is the height h, so if I proceed, this height will also be h. This height will also be h. So how to do this question? Tan alpha AB P1B P1B, if we compare AB, okay, obviously we have to find out AB, right? So we can do now. AB will be equal to P1B into tan alpha. Value of P1B I can calculate here, that will be h upon tan beta. Substitute this value here, h upon tan beta dot tan alpha. So height of the tower, most easiest sum, cot beta tan alpha. So whenever you see prove that type of the sums, don't get afraid, they are always simple. So that's the end of the trigonometry. We'll continue with some other topic next time.